Good morning. No, afternoon. After a good start, good afternoon. Look at my beautiful Molly. Well, I started this about 5 minutes ago and forgot to press the record button, so that's really, really good. Yeah, I just thought you'd like to see her today. Look how gorgeous she's looking. She's got this long sleeve of a turquoisey blue, and it's trimmed in pink, and it's got brown spots and pink spots on. It's trimmed pink around the legs as well. I thought that looked really nice with her. Not with her, on her. There we are. She's got little sockies on. Yeah, I was watching Suzanne today, Suzanne's Babies, and she was telling you a life story about one of her jobs she worked in. And it must have been really scary, Suzanne. You was... Yeah. No, it must have been really scary. But also very funny that you didn't realise the lamp moved. It reminded me of me working, really. When I left school in 1972 at 15. We were allowed to leave then at 15 and couldn't wait to get out the door. But what we didn't realise was how many years we had to work afterwards. Yeah, we left school, well, most of my friends, some did stay on, the clever ones stayed on, but I didn't. I couldn't wait. I had a boyfriend and I just couldn't wait to get out the door. I really couldn't. And, you know, I left school on the Friday, started work on the Monday. And in those days, you could walk into lots of jobs. There was lots of jobs around. You could leave a job. If you didn't like it, you could leave the end of one week and start a new one the beginning of next week. That's how well it was, how good it was for work. The good old days, eh? Well, one of my jobs I had, in between, I did various factory jobs over, you know, different things. But what reminded me of my job, my short career in a sweet factory, was because Suzanne was working, hers was working in a pie factory. And, yeah, it was the only job I had to do with food. And I started this job in this sweet factory. Absolutely hated it from day one. No, I wasn't there very many days, I can tell you, but everyone I didn't like. It's only a short story, really. And they had the sweet side of it, and then they had the jam factory on the back. Now, my job was working in the sweet factory. And oh my god, they had jelly sweets. It was jelly sweets, little jelly sweets, and they also the Turkish delight covered in powder. You know the one I mean. Oh, hated it ever since. Never. You could eat the jellies. You could eat if you wanted to. You could eat the Turkish delight, but oh my god, the white powder from these Turkish delights, as they come down the conveyor belt, they covered my glasses. I couldn't see a thing in this white powder. It was ridiculous. And they only sent me over to the jam side once, and it was full of wasps, and I hated it even more than the sweet side. Anyway, one night after the sweets, at night you had to sweep up the jellies that you'd been standing in all day, walking in, and of course some dropped on the floor. And then I found out what they did with these jellies. You swept these jellies up at night and they went over to the jam side. And they put them into making the jam. Oh, yeah. Put me off a jam for quite a long time, I can tell you, and jelly sweets. Well, that job lasted 3.5 days I was there for. I left one lunchtime and never went back. Hated it. I think from there I went to the shirt factory. and my job was sewing collars. That was a bit longer. That was 3 months. I was there. I done various jobs until I went into nursing, and when I went into nursing, my dad said to me, you know, you won't like it, you'll hate it. And I stayed there until I had my children while I was still there. Had to give up work with my oldest daughter when she was born because she didn't sleep for 5 years. She used to sleep for 2 hours a night, so I tried going back to work, but I'd get home in the morning and Pete was ripping his hair out and he'd have to go to work, so that was that. I had to give up. And then I had Josie, then I had Leah a few years later, and I went back to work when she was about 3 or 4. Yeah, something like that. I think it might have been 4 when she'd started school. I used to do bank work, so I could pick what nights Pete was around the next day, or I used to always do a Saturday night, so Sunday. I used to go into Sunday morning. See, you got paid more after 12 o'clock Saturday night. Of course, Pete was home, so he had the girls. Yeah, so that was one of my life stories. Well, one of my life stories. I don't think I've given you any others, but yeah, those were the days. I'd mostly done electrical. I used to do electrical factories. My first job after leaving school was making little fuses, little tiny fuses that go in plugs, filling them up with sand and soldering them and things. Yeah, I made televisions, I made record players, lots of things. As I say, until I went into nursing. But yeah, my shortest job was 3.5 days in the sweet factory. Right, there she is, looking absolutely beautiful as usual. I do love this on her. I never used to put it on any of my other babies. I've got another one, and it's got brown and pink stripe. It's got stripes, same. It was a set, and yeah, it looks a bit like a Neapolitan ice cream, the other one, but I will try that on her as well, because that really suits her, I think. It never... Oh, sorry, I've got to move. Ow, 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 ow. And there she is, she's fast asleep. Well, she's not really, she's staring, so... But, I've got to go. Just got here. Just got home. Just got in, yeah? Just got in, just got home. Do some vacuuming before Peter comes home. He's not been very well this week, but he's gone to work today. Anyway, that's another story. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.